It was good, BT Gang, and we back with another banger, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. I'm BT, and welcome to BT Sense. And today we got a banger, bro. I've been wearing this a little bit this past week and the week before, and I've been enjoying it so much, man. So I had to bring this to y'all. So this one is from the house of Montagne Parfums. Montagne Parfums. As you can see, this is Georgia Peach. Georgia Peach. This is an inspiration to Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. I really enjoy this DNA so much, man. Listen, I thought, I went to Sephora and I smelled it, and I just enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. I just can't fathom dropping a high price tag. I think the Tom Ford 50 mils are going for like $300, which is crazy to me because they're not even like crazy quality. I mean, they're good quality, but they're not like niche quality in my opinion. But really good stuff nonetheless, but just not worth that $300 price tag. And this one, it came in, I smelled it, I wore it, I loved it so much. It is so close to the OG, man. I would say 98, 99% close to the OG. The OG Tom Ford Bitter Peach doesn't really perform bad per se, but I would say this one it gets a little bit of a bump in performance. From like the Tom Ford one is pretty much. I wore it, like I sprayed a couple sprays on my hand, like when I was at Sephora, and it lasted a little bit. I would say from like 6 to 7 hours, something like that. Not too bad, but this one I'm getting 7 to 8, man, from Montagne, and the fact that it smells so similar is way cheaper. You get a little bump in performance. I think this is a no-brainer fragrance for me. Nonetheless, I will say do not blind buy this, man. Do not blind buy this. So we'll go ahead and we're going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and hop into the notes. So at the top, we got peach, of course, blood orange, cardamom, heliotrope. In the mid, we got rum, cognac, divana, and jasmine. And then in the base, we got vanilla, patchouli, tonka bean, benzoin, and sandalwood. Man, I love this DNA so much, bro. Like a lot of people were saying this leans feminine. And honestly, it probably does. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know, for some reason, man, them feminine scents get me. Like, I don't know why, but I love this stuff, bro. I love this. This to me, if y'all know the Maison Alhambra, I think it's called Better Peach. I think that's what it's called. I smelled that one. I sold it right away. It was too much of a peach. It was like a jammy peach. It was like this is not jammy whatsoever. It has a sweetness, but it's lighter. The rum shine through a little bit more. It smells like rummy peach, man. Rummy peach. Like, it reminds me, I don't want to say exactly, but like a peach Paul Masson, like the brandy. I don't want to say exactly, but it just reminds me of that type of smell. But it leans more in the peach direction rather than a cognac. I feel like the cognac and the rum is more in the background. But man, this has some florals in it. It's like bright. It's like, this stuff I love it, man. I'm definitely getting a full bottle. Oh, and I can see why this can be so controversial, man. This is so different. I think this is one of those fragrances where it's to the point where it's a love or hate. There's no in between with this one. It's either you're gonna love it or you're really gonna not like it. So luckily for me, I really enjoy this one. It smells just like the real thing. I would say performance, like I said, 7 to 8 hours. I would say more of a moderate air bubble, not gonna reach out and grab anybody nonetheless. But with a fragrance like this, that's like so pungent and bright and like has that unique cognac in the background, you probably don't want anything to be, too abrasive. So I think the moderate sillage on this one kind of works in his favor. And I do think this I wouldn't say, man, it's tough because this can honestly be a signature scent in a daily wear if you really want to. I did it for the past week. I've been wearing this almost every day for the past week. So, I can't even say you can't do it. But this is definitely, like, in my opinion, like a daytime fragrance. This has a bright appeal to it, the sunshine. I would say maybe not too high heat because you got to remember this does have vanilla in it. It has that rum and cognac. So, maybe not like 90s. But I've been wearing this, been like 70, 80 around here. I've been wearing it. I've been fine. Nice breeze with that as well. So I've been enjoying my time with this fragrance, man. It is so close to the Tom Ford. And I know Tom Ford, like I said earlier, is just so high price tag. It's like, how can you have a product, I feel like, that's not really warranted of a high price tag, and it has a high price tag, and then somebody drops an inspiration, it smells exactly like it, and it performs a tad bit better for a lesser price? Like, hey, man, like, I don't know. I can see why Tom Ford was going after all those Maison Alhambra bottles that look so similar, man, because they're like, man, they felt threatened. They hurt their pockets with that one. And this, in my opinion, does an even better job. Y'all don't understand. I definitely This one I will definitely say sample. I think Neroli Portofino, I think that's more of a mass appealing, like fresh, like cool laundry like type scent. So I definitely think that's more mass appealing. But with something like this, there's so many things that could go wrong. Like the cognac and the rum note can go wrong. The fact that this can be feminine, and a lot of guys don't like to smell peachy and feminine. So it's just so many, like it's just a controversial scent in my opinion. This is not something that I feel like you would just like off. Everybody would like. Not everybody would like this. I'm gonna tell you that, but this is definitely a compliment getter, y'all. I'm being so serious. I was outside today actually walking my dog. Woo. Speaking of my dog, Woo, come here, cause I'm not doing this right now, bro. Hurry up. Come here. Sit down. Good boy. Sit down. All right, like I was saying, I was walking my dog today, and I had this on, and I was crossing the crosswalk, and a lady was behind me, and she was like, before she saw me, she said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I walked by her, and she was like, cross the crosswalk, and she got a whiff of me, and she was like, "You smell good, young man." That's what she said. She said, "You smell good, young man." I was like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate it." Like, that was just today. Like, and the same thing happened with Prada Luna Rosa Black. Like, it's something about crosswalks and fragrances, man. It kind of got my, what I mean? Maybe I need to start walking past every crosswalk in the city, when I try a new fragrance. But nonetheless, this is definitely going to be a compliment getter. It's just so different. It has that sweet peach ring, like sour peach ring. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like the peach mango rings. It has that same type of sweet feel, but it's also fresh, bright, and just airy, and just, it's a fun fragrance. That's what it is, man. It might be a little bit feminine for a lot of y'all guys out there, but I mean, I do suggest you to sample it, and if you don't like the sample, definitely, you can give it to a feminine friend or somebody in your life. But man, Montagne hit this one right on the nose, man. I definitely suggest this fragrance. It's gonna be a full bottle purchase for me. I'm not lying to y'all. That's pretty much everything I can have for it. For me personally, I get this one a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 fragrance. Really enjoy this one. Tom Ford Bitter Peach has always been a favorite of mine. It really has. Just been looking for a good inspiration. I wanted to try the Dua out. I wanted to try the Alexandria out. But for some reason, Montagne had me. I had a little Montagne stage, and I don't feel like there's any reason to look anywhere else, because I think they got the DNA down to a T. Even look at the juice color, man. They got the peach juice color too. They got the DNA down to a T. It smells high quality. It's fresh. It has great longevity. Like, what else can I ask for at this point? So I think I'm gonna just stick with the Montagne. And if y'all have any questions, y'all let me know as well, man. I love y'all. Actually, let me answer the question too. This, I would say, is like fall. You can wear this in the fall. You can wear this in the spring. I would even say this is strong enough for the wintertime. Maybe not the vibe for wintertime. You want to go mostly like sweet gourmand, like, like vanilla, chocolate type thing. So this may not fit the vibe, but you can definitely wear this in the wintertime. But summer high heat, I don't know. That's just what I'm going to say. Summer high heat, this may be a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the video, man. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. We just hit 2,100 subscribers today. So, man, we already grinding. We just hit 2K like last week, I think. So, shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.